Hey, so this is step 3 in living a magical life, how to do this in a very simple, direct way. And so we're going to talk about gratitude now, and I want you to bring to mind, I'm sure you've seen some viral video somewhere along the way of animals being reunited, whether it's, a mama elephant and her baby, or, some cows that have been friends, or, a duck and a lion. They have those, like, strange animal friendships, like whatever it is. Bring that to mind and just picture how you observed those animals interacting when they realized that they were reunited with each other. There's like pure joy, right? They're just like, oh my God, there you are. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for being here, and they're excited. And so that's sort of what opening the heart allows us to do, and the practice of mindfulness on top of that. We're getting into how the gratitude can just exist and it just flows, and it's awesome. You don't even have to try. So it's really about, like, within the heart, would say there's like this sweetness and this tenderness that we all contain. And when we are out in the world witnessing things in the moment in this loving way, then there's a pleasure that comes naturally. And when we feel that pleasure, and we're present with it because we're being mindful, then it's so easy to be grateful that you're experiencing what you're experiencing. And so back to the rose, think of this exchange you're having. You're mindfully observing it, smelling it, being with it. You're having this flow of love with it, right? And then, of course, like, the next thing that's going to happen if you're being present to the moment is you're going to be grateful that you're experiencing this love connection with the flower, right? You're going to feel naturally the pleasure of the moment and be like, wow, thank you. I see you. I see what's happening. This is beautiful. I'm so grateful, right? So that's sort of it, and that's the loop of how those things work together. Now, I want to bring it back. In the very first video introducing this idea, I mentioned just kind of the big picture of the state of the world, right? So how do we actually approach what's happening in the macro level in the way that we would approach a flower as we're walking along the sidewalk and we stop to smell it, right? How do we actually take a moment and take pleasure in the state of things, as shitty as they are, and bring in that element of gratitude? And it's a challenge, right? It's not natural. It's not easy necessarily. But one thing that I found is, writing a list about things that really suck and actually finding ways to frame gratefulness around those things, and being in the place of, you're mindful, you're present to, like, what's happening in the world. Environmental destruction, the political situation in the US and all over the place, wars, there's all these big things. And if you can kind of, take something that feels really dense, maybe you don't approach everything at once, but take one thing that's really been, like, weighing on your heart that feels heavy, and you pick out a way to be loving toward it, right? And you pick out a way to, you're already present, you pick out a way to be loving toward it, and then you pick out some things that you can be grateful for around it, right? So I'm grateful that, Trump was elected. Awesome. We have this great opportunity as a community to not be relying on politicians to meet our needs, but to, be empowered and create the world that we want to have in our communities at the local level, right? Standing Rock, like, it sucks. But, I'm grateful for the opportunity for, again, people to come together in this way, for there to be massive ancestral healing for a lot of people who have ancestry as colonizers, to be really examining privilege. All of that. I'm grateful for the awareness about oil consumption in the planet right now, and how we can maybe get off of fossil fuels. It's all there. So that's something awesome. Another great tool that you can start up easily with friends is a gratitude chat, just through a thread of texting. Invite a couple friends and say every day for the next month, post one thing you're grateful for every day. It's very powerful. And then maybe after a month you want to continue, maybe not. So yeah, and what this starts to do is it spirals back when you start to actually shape your thoughts as gratitude, then it circles back to the mindfulness, right? And that's where the loop completes. So you start to reframe how you're seeing situations in this way, with love and with gratitude, and your mindfulness practice just changes as well. And so I hope this is helpful, and just all my love and gratitude to you for watching this. And if you have other ideas or things you want to share, definitely comment below about this little magical theory. Love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.